Good day, guys. So we're gonna be discussing with you different type of FAA forms. So here are the members: Randa Julius A, Enriquez Joshua, Alomia Lee, Barod Munem, and Abalos Angelo Miguel. I hope you enjoy our presentation.
What is airworthiness certificate? In addition to the registration certificate that indicates the ownership of an aircraft, an airworthiness certificate indicates the airworthiness of the aircraft. There are two types of airworthiness certificates. First is the standard and special airworthiness certificate. AC-21-12 Application for U.S. Airworthiness Certificate FAA Form 8130-6 is a comprehensive guide for the completion of the application form for this certificate. The first one is the Standard Airworthiness Certificate FAA Form 8100-2. Standard Airworthiness Certificate may be issued to allow operation of a type certificated aircraft in one or more of the following categories. First is the normal, utility, acrobatic, commuter, transport, man-free, balloon, and special classes. So, as you can see, here is the sample of the standard airworthiness certificate. It has the nationality and registration marks, manufacturer and model, aircraft serial number, and the category. It also has the date issued of the certificate and signed by the FAA representative with the designation number. Special Airworthiness Certificate FAA Form 8130-7. Special Airworthiness Certificate may be issued to authorize the operation of an aircraft in the following categories: primary, restricted, multiple, limited, light sport, experimental, special flight permit, and provisional. So here is the sample of special airworthiness certificate. It has the category or designation, purpose of getting special airworthiness certificate, manufacturer, flight, serial number, model, date issued and expiration of the certificate, and also signed by an FAA representative with designation OR office number. Airworthiness certificate may be issued by either FAA personnel or FAA designees. Refer to 14 CFR Part 183, Sections 183.31 and 183.33. The certificate must not only be on board the aircraft but must also be displayed at the cabin or flight deck entrance so that it is legible to the passengers or crew. Airworthiness certificate. Since the ability to obtain the certificate is based upon the requirement to inspect the aircraft to determine that it conforms to type design and is in condition for safe operation. It can also be revoked by the FAA if either of those two requirements ceases to exist. That's all for the airworthiness certificate. Thanks for watching.
Good day, sir. My name is Lidral S. Alomia, and I will be discussing the aircraft registrations part 1. So, aircraft registration must be registered in the United States. If the aircraft is not registered under the laws of foreign country, it should be lawfully admitted to the US-based laws accomplished under FAA Form 8050-1, or also known as the Aircraft Registration Application. So basically, registration is a code unique to a specific aircraft required in order to identify the aircraft's country of origin, function, and other details to provide for exterior markings required by the International Convention. So the FAA Form 8050-1, or the Aircraft Registration Application, they identify the aircrafts to be registered and provide name and permanent address for mailing and its eligibility for operations. So what's shown on the slide is a sample of aircraft registration that should be submitted by the aircraft owner in order to process the application. So this document represents the basic information for the aircraft in order to process their application on the FAA. So this document is in accordance with the Title 49 of the US Code, or known as Transportation, in providing illegal information regarding the aircraft. So the online application is available on the web and can be accessed by the aircraft owner in order to send mail in a printed copy to the registry. So the website is accessible via www.faa.gov as shown on the slide. So once completed, the aircraft will be issued an appropriate airworthiness certificate or special flight permit. After the issuance of the said documents, the authority enables the aircraft to operate for up to 90 days within the U.S. area. That's all there. Thank you.
Hi guys, good afternoon. This is Molen. I'm going to discuss about the radio station license. Radio station license is required if the aircraft is equipped with the radios and the aircraft planned to be flying outside boundaries of the United States. Radio station license is not required for aircraft that are operated domestically. Major change occurred on February 8, 1996, when the Telecommunication Act of the 1996 was signed into the law. The Federal Communication Commission, FCC, formerly required that any communication transmitter installed in an aircraft be licensed. These FCC licenses were valid for 5 years. This is not an FAA requirement. FAA inspectors who considered FAA inspections and deleted and expired radio station license were not required to not fully to the FCC called the sure valuation to the owner operator, simply informing that the operator of the expired radio license was their only responsibility. Thank you.
Refer to the current issue of Aircraft 43.9-1 instructions for completion of FAA Form 337 for help completing FAA Form 337. Major repair and alteration, airframe, power plant, propeller, or appliance. As the name clearly states, this form is to be used whenever major repairs or alterations are accomplished on an aircraft. The only exception will be that 14 CFR Part 43, Appendix B, allows for a certificated repair station to RTS an aircraft after a major repair by using a signed and dated work order and the signed maintenance release. Information in Item 1 comes directly from the aircraft data plate except for the tail number. That is to be compared to the aircraft registration form. Information in Item 2 reflects the name and address listed on aircraft form 8050-3 certificates of registration. Item 3 is used when there is no existing approved data for the intended repair or alteration. In that case, the technician can request that the local FSDO Principal Maintenance Inspector review the data and then grant a field approval shown by completing and signing this area. In many cases, this block is blank because the technician has found use and made reference to the data already approved by the FAA. Item 4. If the repair or alteration is being done to the aircraft airframe, no entry is required since the data is identical to that in Item 1. However, if the repair or alteration is being done to an engine, propeller or other appliance, entries must include the appropriate make, model, and serial number information. Item 4. If the repair or alteration is being done to the aircraft airframe, no entry is required since the data is identical to that in Item 1. However, if the repair or alteration is being done to an engine, a propeller, or other appliance, entries must include the appropriate make, model, and the serial number information.
So hi guys, my name is Julius A. Serrano, and I will be discussing the continuation of the FAA Form 337 Major Repair and Alteration. So for the item 5 should have X mark in either the repair or the alteration. So this is that part. You'll put an X mark here if you're gonna be making some repairs on the aircraft, and for the alteration if you're gonna be like changing some parts. For the item 6, enter appropriate data specified and check the proper box. In B, the technician is encouraged to carefully read the pre-printed statement in subparagraph D prior to signing this section. So this is that part. You'll have to fill all of this up with the agency's name and address, kind of agency, and you should carefully read this pre-printed paragraph prior to signing. And item number 7 must be completed by the authorized individual from the repair station. So this will be coming from this part, approval for return of service. So you'll have nothing to do with this. This should be untouched, and this should only be filled up by the repair station. And for the item number 8 is for the description of the work accomplished. It must include a reference to the approved data used to conduct the required maintenance. So for the number 8, this would be for the reverse side of this major repair and alteration form. So to summarize the form 337 of FAA, Major Repair and Alteration, the form must be completed at least in duplicate with the original provided to the owner or operator, and a copy to the local FSDO within 48 hours of completing the maintenance and RTS. If the FAA Form 337 is used to document additional fuel tanks in the cabin or cargo, then an additional copy must be signed in the aircraft at all times. Maintenance facilities and mechanics are encouraged to make a copy of their own records. So since we're gonna be talking about repairs and alteration, it is actually necessary for the owner or the operator and any other personnel, depending on which part you're gonna be doing on the aircraft. So it depends on that part, on how many duplicates people should have. Thank you very much.